Alright guys, so this one we're going to go through, we're going to do one thing only. Well, I'm going to try and keep it to one thing. We'll see whether or not I can actually keep it that way. We're going to go through and we're going to get you the portal stone. That nice little fancy object that gets you right back here. Right, so to get it, here's what I highly recommend. Open up our map so you can see, come here. If this door is closed, you're in good shape. Now, I'm at the beginning of a fresh server reset. Now, you're going to need a couple of things, and I really should have started this while I was back in Portal playing, but I'll talk through it while I'm showing you here. One, you're going to need 2 potions of Invis. You may be able to get away with just 1 depending on your level. I am currently level 4, I'm a straight monk, and I have my monk gloves. So I know from experience that I won't be able to take it. Now, what you want to do is you want to come all the way down to the southeast corner here in Gathol. Going through the set of doors that you saw. Now what you're going to want to do is not get next to the chest and click it. You want to be far enough away that when you click on the chest, you actually have some time to get your mouse up to be able to grab all the stuff here, because as soon as you click on it the first time, all these lads are going to jump on you. So I'm going to go there and click the chest while it's at the bottom of the screen, get my mouse ready, and you want to grab the thieves tool and the bag of holding, and anything else you can get is great, but those are the 2 things that you need. And then if I have enough lore, I'll also be able to show you that this, oh no, I can't see it. It's a Saint's Blood Pearl. It has a bunch of charges and it has a bunch of heals, different types of heals. But it's good stuff. Now, I'm gonna go back to Portal playing. And I'm going to go back here for just a moment because I realized that I did that very quickly. And so for anyone who's, trying to run away and you're going, I'm being chased, hopefully this will go through and show you a little bit better. You can see that one guy is still locked onto me, still trying to follow me. So coming back from the bottom here, you go through, you come up along the wall, and you see one is this first building here that points at the wall. Okay, you're gonna go through, you're gonna go inside that door, and then you're gonna go through and run up. If you're quick, you can actually go through and shut that door and sometimes get them to go away. A lot of times, once they hit the air transition, they'll stop following you. If you were invis when they saw you, and you are still invised. So yeah, once you get back to Portal Plane, you're going to want to go over here to the crossblades one, and go in. Right, and this is showing you how to get to the portal, get to the stone. All right, and as you can tell, it's the absolute beginning of the server reset because I'm having to open every single door. Right, so once you get into crossblades, you look over here on the southeast corner is the south path, right where I'm showing on the map. That is where you're going to want to go. So at this point, I'm going to go through and just verbally talk through a couple of things that you need to know. So you need 1 potion of invis for that, and you're going to need a second one to go through and get into the apes area. You can go through and do it while the apes are there. You can go through and get into that area and fight your way through the apes if you are the right level. Myself, I'm probably not quite at that point. If you have a Etin Bone necklace, you can also go in because they're not going to do any damage to you, at least nothing that's going to be substantial. So yeah, now at this point, a lot of times your first invis potion will have worn off. I am 4 levels of monk, which is enough that the monk speed actually starts to do something. Oh, there we go. So I'm going to go ahead and drink this second one. No, see, nobody, I'm not here. Don't notice me, thank you. Right, now the 2 things that you're going to need. So you need 2 potions of Invis. You need 1 batch of Beesman Honey batch 2. And in the previous video I showed you, in the previous getting started video, I showed you where to get that. And that's on the south path, or on the forest road that is patrolled. If you have any questions about that, go back to that video. Hopefully I'll go through and have the forethought to link it in this video. But the 2 important things that you need are, you need to have at least 1 point in open lock. And then if you have 1 point in search, it's a very, very good idea. It is not needed. You do have to have the 1 point in open lock, but you want to have the 1 point in search. As you can tell, it's already taking a long time. The last time that I tried to do this video, which was back when I went through and had myself muted, I may or may not have sat here for like 10 minutes, 10 IRL minutes, just sitting here trying to get this bloody thing to show up. And yeah, it was not fun. But thankfully this time it is not taking quite that long, because I remembered to go through and have 1 point in open lock. Right now, at this point, tons of traps, and this is why you need to have that Beastman treasure. Now, it's very infamous that other experienced players will go through, and they'll bring in a character who can go through and take the trap off this and unlock it, because this box is both trapped and locked. But this floor trap cannot be disabled. It cannot be recovered. The only way to get rid of it is by either stepping onto it and surviving the damage, or getting killed and then rezzed, or, my personal favorite, use the Beastman's Honey 2. It costs almost nothing, and, well, here you go. Now you can see it. It gets rid of all the nice little traps, and then we can go through and walk up and try and unlock it. Now, this is why you need to go through and have the Thieves Tool plus 10. You can get higher ones, but, as you can see down here, the DC is 28. So if you go through and you have Thieves Tool plus 10 and 1 point in unlock, now granted, me intelligence is sitting at 14, so I do get a decent buff to it, but it's enough to go through and open it with plenty to spare. I went through, I rolled up to a 34, 28, we're good. Go in, get your portal rune, and then just grab it, quick slot it. I like to have mine on 11, and then get out of there. And just like that, you've got your portal rune, and you've gone through and taken a massive step towards saving yourself tons and tons and tons of time. So I will see you in another video. If you haven't gone through and seen it, currently I'm going through and making a list of videos that show you how to go through and get each one of the 12 dark secrets. I also go through and I have a couple of the other videos for getting started, as well as a lot of tips for how to go through and get small amounts of money and where to find some loot caches and some useful items. Not overpowered, not great, but definitely useful when you're just starting out. Till then, I'll see you later, and I'll see you in the next video.